Well, hello, friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Morning Dew, daily events worldwide, and we are on May 30th, 2020. Welcome to another surviving day on this planet. Welcome to the Daily Dew, where we look at space weather and world weather, disaster alerts, earthquakes, volcanoes, all that sort of stuff. Looking at an incoming active fiery sunspot region. We observed a couple M-class solar flares overnight. Looking at the last few images here, some activity coming in the southern region as well. About to go Earth-facing. No coronal hole to talk about, but still a very active sunspot region. Most activity we've seen in quite some time. So it's exciting, but at the same time exhilarating, and also just beautiful, really. Looking here at our heliosphere, the full effect. Wow. Now look at our magnetosphere, how much it has changed since yesterday. Check out yesterday's Daily Dew, where I shared yesterday's magnetosphere, and that was for pressure. And we were expecting a coronal hole wind speed. It did increase up to 426 kilometers per second, but we're still relatively calm at 385 kilometers per second. Looking at the Schumann resonance, as that's relatively quiet as well. Looking at an amplitude of power of 31, frequency 8.05. Looking at earthquakes here, very busy earthquake map last 24 hours. Especially here, we're going to start out with the latest earthquakes in Tonga, 199 kilometer depth, as well 611 kilometer depth, 4.7, same region, and that happened just hours before a pretty sizable earthquake in Japan, but 5.5 went off here in Philippines as well, 5.6 in Kushiro, Japan, and as well looking at seismicity continuing through Kamchatka and up into the Aleutian Islands, as those volcanoes are very active, Kluchevskoy, Karaminsky, as well Shevluch. Looking across Eurasia here, some fours ringing off in Greece. As well, lots of action in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean here. The island of Flores, Portugal. Still watching an earthquake swarm there in Puerto Rico. Small, minor earthquakes. 4.7 here reported in Ecuador. And 4.7 there in Chile. Some minor rumbles starting to increase across Hawaii, as well the United States. Nevada still going off, and as well Idaho with a few minor earthquakes, 2.6, 2.9. That little 2.5 over there, that's over by the New Madrid. I believe that was in Virginia. Looking here at the last 7 days for earthquakes, lots of deep movement in South America, as well lots of deep and large movement West Pacific Plate, and now there's lots of deep movement again in the Tonga region, so watch for that to resonate most likely westward into a very quiet African plate. Stay aware and prepared, my friends and family, across the world. Just have a plan and be ready. Large earthquake could be coming to you. We're long overdue here in North America. That's what this channel is all about. Looking here at the Pacific Disaster Center here, where we're going to share the most recent volcanoes being updated. You got Semeru in Indonesia, as well Popo in Mexico, Sabancaya in Peru, Dokono in Indonesia, Asosan in Japan, Kluchevskoy in Russia, Karamizki in Russia, Sangay in Ecuador. So that's about 9 volcanoes again being updated as actively erupting. Also looking here at tropical depression number 1, E. So that is a Pacific tropical depression that is forming. And this forecast here shows it, well, the way I'm looking at it, it looks like it's going to head straight into the Gulf of Mexico. It's heading straight north. And it's got a very dense, deep, lower level trough. And I've been talking about that because our low pressure, high pressure is squished right now with our collapsed magnetosphere. Overlooking here, Sea of Oman, we have what looks like a tropical cyclone affecting the border of Oman and into Yemen. And this thing is just supposed to hang around and slowly move down through Yemen. Also have here, just west of Pakistan and India, that tropical storm forming. Let's see what it's going to do in the 5-day forecast here, brought to you by Meteor Mike. Starting out here, Calgary, Alberta, as we do have some beautiful weather out there, but watch for late evening thunderstorms through Alberta and into Saskatchewan over the next 5 days as an Alberta clipper forms and heads straight north on a weird jet stream path. Not normal. Also, the major weather picture here is Tropical Storm 1E, who is forming. 5-day forecast shows it going into the Gulf and then heading straight west, hitting straight line high pressure ridge over the United States. But we shall see. A lot of things are changing across the United States as well, with all these cool temperatures hanging around. And then we have this large Pacific low that is also hanging around the BC coastline. It's going to split off and throw that Alberta clipper eastward. And then, watch for another large storm to form in the Pacific Ocean, head towards the Aleutian Islands. 5-day forecast. A big line of rain coming off of China, heading into Japan. Little atmospheric river heading outward to the Pacific. No tropical storms to talk about in the Pacific Ocean. Well, West Pacific. And then here, 5-day forecast shows an unnamed storm, still cyclone, heading into western India, Pakistan. And as well here, this low pressure center that seems to be hanging around Oman and down into Yemen. 5-day forecast doesn't show it really going anywhere, and quite possibly could just follow the Nile right up into the Mediterranean. Who knows? Very interesting weather we're having across the world. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching today. Don't forget to smash that like button. Please share if you want to. That'd be great. You never know. Might make a video go viral. Overlooking South America here, not much to talk about. Daily evaporation rains, heavier amounts, coastal regions, Venezuela, northwestern Brazil, and as well heavier rain, Panama up into Colombia. Heavy snow, Argentina, straight up into Chile. But watching a pretty large and vigorous low pressure system, this is what I was talking about. Watch for some very large winter storms to be affecting Argentina, and it looks like there's already one forming up. Very cold Argentina right now. Overlooking Australia, not much to talk about except for it is winter, so they do have some really cool temperatures, down to -2 on a couple nights here in the 5-day forecast. Southeast Australia running up into Sydney, and not much to talk about for moisture except for rain into Victoria. Leave you here looking at the southern hemisphere versus the northern, and just observe where you think our North Pole and where our South Pole is. Thanks for watching today. Much love to you all. These changes are happening. We need to come together now and share all of our love and our research with one another. Stay aware and prepared, stay young and have fun, and get your morning dew. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.